Welcome into this special Portland Winterhawks 50th anniversary show here on KOIN Plus. I'm Jamie Hudson, and with the Winterhawks celebrating 50 years as an organization here in the Rose City, we are excited to join in on the celebration. So today we're going to give you a look at the renovations at the home of the Winterhawks, the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Plus, we catch up with Hawks head coach Kyle Gustafson and general manager Mike Johnston. Plus, you're going to hear from players as well, including Kyle McDonough, Ryan Miller, the team captain, and Nathan Free. So please enjoy this 50th anniversary special on the Portland Winterhawks.
Hey, I'm here in front of the Veterans Memorial Coliseum where the Winterhawks home opener is just a few days away, and we're getting a sneak peek as to the renovations that are happening inside the Glass Palace. Come on. Okay, well, now that we're all swagged out in Winterhawks gear, I need you to walk me through this new concourse, because the first thing I notice is that there is such a lack of red. My goodness, it is all white, it is all crisp, it's clean, there's new lighting. Give me the 411 on everything happening here.
Newly painted, and then this is obviously the new entrance. So one of the things that all our fans will notice, all the entryways have been adjusted. Yeah. So we have new entryways, the seating sections are all relabeled.
There's a lot more access now for people, especially ADA and ADU.
Correct, yeah, so we're walking into one of the new ADA sections. So any entrance that comes in and walks right into one of these boxes will now be ADA. So we don't have the seats set up, but each section has room for 10 ADA plus companions.
What else is different when it comes to just this interior bowl here? Because I'm seeing so many differences, especially in the seats.
Yeah, so all new seating. So every single seat in the stadium has been replaced. So you'll see that as we go around. All new black seats. Everything's been painted. So it's all new painting across the stadium. And then all of these new suites and ADA loge boxes have been set up. So you'll see that where there's now a true lower bowl and upper bowl in the stadium.
But there is so many new updated spaces, and that does also include the visual boards as well. Can you tell me a little bit about the updates to how fans can enjoy this visually?
Yeah, so our fans will notice it on opening night. So on October 25th, we will be revealing our digital dasher boards. So these are 360-degree LED dashers. Unfortunately, they're not all set up right now. But on that night, we will reveal the 50 greatest Winterhawks of all time on the digital dashers and up on the Jumbotron.
Oh my gosh, so TNT is going to sound incredible in this stadium, which is amazing. And I know that there's a lot more changes to the outside of the bowl as well, especially with guest experience. So are you okay showing me?
Yeah, let's
Fabulous. Let's go. For fans that come through to the new and improved Glass Palace, there's also some new accommodations as well. The bathrooms are upgraded. Tell me more about that.
Correct, yeah. So all the bathrooms are updated throughout the entire concourse.
And how long have these renovations been going on for?
So we started last summer. So we did it through the summer months, and then we picked it up again starting just as the season finished. So starting from about May through until now. So they're still finishing up some of the final details, but it's been going all summer long. We've played here for 50 consecutive seasons, which is pretty crazy. Can't think of too many franchises that would have been around that long, but then have also played every single season in the same stadium. So there's a ton of history here. But I think what's best is that the renovations are celebrating the history and the integrity of this building, but then bringing the modern amenities to the fans. So this is how we'll reveal the top 50 players of all time, is on these dasher boards all the way around the stadium. That'll all be done in motion.
Oh my gosh, there are so many updates. And how can people find out more about the Winterhawks season, get tickets, all that good stuff?
Yeah, obviously follow us on social. That's the easiest way. We'll keep everything updated. Go to the website or call into the ticket office if you want more information on how to order the suites.
That is amazing. You are going to want to be here for this home opener for the Winterhawks. The Veterans Memorial Coliseum has a brand new look, but it's still got that same regal Glass Palace feel. Thank you so much for having me today. I am ready to cheer on my Hawks.
Yeah, let's go.
Just how exciting was it for you when you found out, okay, we're finally going to give this place a facelift? Because I'm sure that that's something you've wanted for a while as well.
Well, it's been talked about for a long time. And so I think it was 8 or 10 years ago, it had been talked about that there was going to be some renovations being done at VMC, but it never happened. And then all of a sudden you hit COVID and you wonder at that time, is this ever going to happen? And it really needed it. In a lot of areas around the building, it was dated. And I'm sure our fans felt that. I know whenever we had sellouts for teddy bear toss or that, I looked at people in the upper bowl in the last 4 or 5 rows, and some of the seats were taped together, some of the seats were broken. But now it's just, you know, the whole building, the Glass Palace, VMC, whatever you want to call it, now has a facelift, but it looks like a brand new building. And if in our league, it's probably the class of the league.
That's awesome. Just this team, there's a lot of youth on it, so what has it been like navigating that as well?
Well, we always have young players, and every year we try and keep 3 or 4 16-year-old players, and then try and balance our age groups. So we have 7 17-year-olds, 7 18-year-olds, 7 19-year-olds, and then 3 20s, which we're allowed to have. But this year, we have not only young guys that we're trying to bring in, rookies at 16 and 17, but we also have some rookies at 18 or 19. So that's been the biggest change. But the young guys, I find 16-year-olds, they're never totally ready to play in the league. We have exciting 16-year-olds that the fans are going to look at and they're going to say, wow, those guys are going to be good players at 17 and 18. But the quicker we can develop them, the better off our franchise will be. And that's our whole goal as a staff. My role as a manager is trying to make sure that the players are developing. So we talk about that with the coaches, with our strength coach every day, with the players. We want to make sure that we have segments outlined, what we're going to do for each player, each segment. And if they're progressing along and they develop like we think they can, we're going to have a really good team.
What was the process of naming Ryan captain?
Well, there's certain players that come in. I go back to last year when Kyle Jezowski was a young player at 16 years of age. I remember talking to the coaches. We walked through the weight room one day and we saw Kyle sitting with some of the veteran players talking and stretching in the weight room after the game. And I said, you know, that guy, he has what it takes to be a captain. And then when Ryan Miller came in at 16, we knew right away that he just had the, you know, certain players carry themselves in a way that you know they're going to be good leaders. They're hard workers, they lead by example, they're really good off the ice, they're good in school, they carry themselves well, they're good with the media. And then I think Ryan's quality on the ice, where he became a solid player, a Pittsburgh draft pick, we knew that he was probably the guy this year that was going to lead the team.
Opening night, what do you guys have planned for the fans for opening night?
Well, there's several things for the fans. One is introduction to the building, and I think the boards are so unique. There's only 2 arenas in North America that have boards like we have now. And during the play, you look at the boards and they'll be lit up, but there'll still be the signage as there normally is on the boards. And then when the play ends and there's a break in the play or in between periods, it's going to be like a television set rotating around with different graphics, different signage. It's going to be really unique. And then obviously when we score, the fans will be excited to see what we have on the rollout for that. But I think everybody's going to be impressed just by the building, but also the boards and hopefully our team.
I'm here with veteran forward Kyle McDonough. Kyle, it's great to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So walk me through practice. How was it for you? What are you trying to sharpen up when it comes to your game?
Yeah, I mean, practice was good. First day back in the VMC for all of us. Got to try out the new gear, so we're all pretty excited for the home opener on Saturday. Just starting to feel good, get used to the building a little bit. I mean, everything's different, so yeah, just really looking forward to this weekend.
Kyle, you are tied for the most power play assists at 3 on the season. How do you capitalize on the opposing team having somebody in the penalty box?
Yeah, I mean, you always want to score when you're on the power play. That's what it's for. So, yeah, I just like to set up my teammates, and our power play's been clicking real well here. So it's just a matter of keeping it up and keep getting better at it.
And Kyle, you are going up against the 2nd-ranked team in the Eastern Conference in the Saskatoon Blades for this home opener. Can you preview this matchup?
Yeah, obviously they got a good team over there, but we got a lot of excitement coming into that game. Our first game here, home opener, so I think we'll be flying lots of energy. They're on the road trip. We know how hard it is to be on a road trip. We just got back from one, so Yeah, we just got to capitalize early. We got to come out of the gates real hot, and obviously our fans are going to help us out with that. So.
Absolutely. And 3 seasons with the Winterhawks. This is a new crew of guys. You guys have been on quite the road trip, as you mentioned. How has the chemistry been bringing all these guys together?
Yeah, it's always good to start the year off on the road. A little bit different this year, first 10 games on the road, so obviously we've been together for it feels like 3 months now, constantly every day. So obviously you're going to build bonds, and I think we've done a great job of that. So it's just a matter of bringing it here now and showing the fans what we got.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kyle.
Yeah, thank you.
Just first of all, what's it like walking around this building?
Yeah.
You've obviously been in it for like pretty much your entire adult life. So seeing the changes around here, what's that like?
It's really exciting. As you mentioned, I've been here since I was a young kid, and nothing's much changed since I was a young guy and watching games, Winterhawk games, and all of a sudden the last year you see some improvements, and then come back after this summer, and it's a whole new building. So it's really exciting, whether it's the seats, the VIP experience, the concourse. It's a whole different building. It's cool.
Just having this in culmination with this 50th anniversary year, how nice is that as well? Kind of having those two things coincide.
Yeah, it's really cool to have it match up. There's going to be a lot of excitement in the building. We're going to do an unbelievable job honoring the top 50 players. I know there's a lot of work that was going on behind the scenes on ranking the players in different eras, and we had a lot of debate on who those guys are going to be. So it's finally here, and it's really fun.
Yeah. What was that behind the scenes process like? I mean, like probably over half the players, if not more, I would imagine.
Well, I think I do know a lot of them, but it's still a little bit of a fraction of when you think of big picture. When the team came in '77, I wasn't even around. So it was exciting to hear the history on it and speak to Mr. Hodge and Scooter and on getting their opinions on who should be where on the ranking, and then it's once you tell the players too where they fall in, it's really exciting. Some of them are kind of lobbying on where they feel they belong and that sort of thing. So once we reveal the top 50, I think the fans are going to get a kick out of it.
Yeah, was there a lot of pride involved with those players and where they slated in?
I don't say you have favorites or favoritism, but I think at the same time there's a lot of jockeying, and you have to speak up to voice your opinion on where you feel they should be, and ultimately, I think we landed on a good spot.
Yeah. Just what has this season been like so far for you?
It's been different to open up 11 games on the road. On the same time, it's been a lot of fun because you get to know your team. I think we're still getting to know the players. We're still getting to know the team that we're going to be. We're trying to create chemistry, and when you look at chemistry, it's not just the team itself. It's chemistry on line combination, defense pairs, power play units. So we're early in this process, but it's really exciting at the same time because we felt like if there's a positive to be on the road, it's just finding our foundation as a group, and that's where we're at right now. So we have a lot of room to grow, but at the same time, we have players I think fans are going to really appreciate and watch.
I know that you have a pretty young team this year, so being out on the road, did that help kind of bond you guys as well?
There's a lot of those opportunities. We are a younger team, and once you do get on the road, this last trip you see a lot of family, a lot of friends. Players are able to interact with, go home and have some time at home, and I thought that was really important. But at the same time, you're able to have bowling nights, movie nights, get together as a group and discuss some things that you want to do and in a structured setting. And sometimes when you're at home, you don't have those structured settings, especially at night when it's maybe a meal or maybe it's a meeting after the meal. So I thought it was real valuable to be on the road early. Probably not 11 games early, but at the same time, we're excited to be back.
Year two as head coach, what did you learn from year one?
Yeah, great question. I learned a lot, and it's very similar to where we were last year. We had, I think in the end, 13 new players on our team, and if you look at this year's group, we're right there again. I learned the day-to-day is you've got to be on. You've got to be there for your guys. You've got to, in the end, we're teachers, and you have to make sure that you're educating your players and taking steps as a group. But we play a long schedule. It's a 68-game schedule. There's going to be some peaks and valleys for sure, but you're trying to do ultimately what's best for our team to grow and for the individuals to develop, and that's why they're here.
The WHL schedule is one of the more interesting ones. It's a long season for you guys, especially if you make the playoffs. Just checking to see if there's anything else here. Oh, just Ryan being named captain, what kind of went into that for you?
We took a lot into it. We got information back from his teammates. We talked from the management standpoint. And ultimately what we fell on was just Ryan's day-to-day. He's a hard-working guy. He's got his fundamental base is all about hard work. And it was really important for us to name our captain that represents those qualities. And Ryan will never shortchange you on work ethic. He's a team guy through and through. He wears his emotions on his sleeve. And I've got a great relationship with Ryan, and I think that's really important too. It wasn't an easy decision. If you look at our team last year with Kyle Chizowski and Ryder Thompson, they ultimately had the pulse of the locker room. With Ryan, we have some guys around him that have a lot of great qualities. You look at Alex Weirmeyer and what he does and the winning pedigree that he has in his career. Carter Southern's played over 250 games in this league. He's been a Winterhawk from day one. Tyson Aremko had a phenomenal start to the year before he got hurt last year. So we feel like it was important that Ryan is, even though he's young in his development, we have a great group around him that's going to help him out.
I found out about how he found out that he was captain. What was that experience like for you?
Well, you always try to make it a special day for him. We were on the road. We were near his hometown, so it was only fitting to bring his parents into it. It was a total surprise, and I think in the end he was pretty surprised by it too. But no, I think it's important for the parents to understand how special it is. We've got 50 captains in the history, and Ryan's 50. It's something that you don't take lightly, and it's a special time for him, and he's going to wear it in a special way.
Ryan, just first of all, what does it mean to you to be named captain?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of emotions. Like, it's a huge honor, something I don't take lightly and take a lot of pride in. So yeah, I'm super excited to be captain and kind of lead this team this year.
What are you most excited about being captain?
Like I said, just being able to be like that voice for the younger guys in the room, because I was once one of those young guys and kind of nervous coming in, didn't really know what to expect. So I think they can kind of lean on me and kind of take advice from me, and I can kind of be that voice and help them out.
Yeah. Just getting drafted by Pittsburgh this offseason as well. Just what was that feeling like when your name got called?
Yeah, definitely a dream come true. Something like I've been working towards my whole life. But I know my family was super excited for me, and I was just glad to hear my name called. And they've sacrificed a lot for me, so to see something like that come to light is definitely huge for me. But it's just one step in the right direction, and there's a lot more work to be done. So yeah.
Did you have a feeling that Pittsburgh liked you? Did you have any ideas? Like, what was it like during that draft process?
I don't know. The NHL teams kind of keep a lot of stuff under wraps, and with who they're picking and throughout the rounds. And I mean, I talked to Pittsburgh a couple times, but I was pretty shocked when they drafted me. But obviously, it's a great organization, and I've had a lot of great players go through that team. So, and they're a winning team. So yeah.
Just how has the season been thus far for you?
Yeah, I think it's been pretty good. We've definitely been on the road. We haven't played a whole game yet. But we're definitely excited to get back and playing here. But yeah, so far I think our team's been playing good. And, hopefully we can string some wins together down the stretch here. So
yeah, I mean, just how excited are you to finally get to play in here?
Yeah.
For like what? I mean, it's been basically a month on the road for you guys.
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely a lot of buzz around this arena right now, just with the renovations, and I know all the guys on the team are super excited to get back in this building and play in front of our fans. So it's definitely going to be pretty exciting.
Yeah. I mean, like, what does it feel like for you to finally be able to sleep in your own bed for like a week?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good feeling to get into my own bed and get some proper hours of sleep and not have to be able to sleep on the bus all the time. Yeah.
Just the 50th anniversary this year, just what has it been like for you, kind of like experiencing that?
Yeah. I know there's like I said, there's been a lot of buzz around the season, and I think our guys are ready for it too. Definitely with all the promotions and the new rink and the new jerseys that we have and the golden year. So I think I'm excited, and I know our guys are too.
Yeah. How did you find out you were named captain?
Yeah. We were in Calgary, and I'm from Medicine Hat, so it's like a 3-hour drive, and my parents and my twin brother came up and surprised me and presented me with my jersey and in front of the whole team. And yeah, our head coach announced my name, and they walked in and gave me my jersey. So that was a pretty cool moment. I don't really get to see them that often, so to see them and have them share that opportunity and that moment with me is pretty cool.
What were your emotions like in that moment?
I was just like overcame with joy. Like it was just awesome, especially with my twin brother there. Like I grew up playing hockey with him, and I know he was super happy for me. So yeah, it was a cool moment. It's definitely amazing to have that support around me. I think every guy in our locker room is just as important as I am. So I think like our assistant captains are leaders, but we got some young guys stepping up in a big ways, and I'm just excited to see where this team leads and what we do with this year. Obviously, I think like maybe the first few games maybe you see some nerves out there, but as the games go on and you're playing a little bit more, you get a little bit more comfortable, and I think that our guys are handling it pretty well, and our young guys are really stepping up. And yeah, no, I'm really excited to see how they develop this year and the future with what we have and what they got. Well, I know for me, I kind of just try not to think about it a whole lot. It's definitely tough when you got rankings coming out and your friends are texting you, and you got a lot of buzz around like people. But like I said, I think just trying to play your own game and not really worried about the outside noise. And I think if you just do your best and then compete hard every night, and the scouts are going to notice that, and you'll probably get drafted. So.
I'm here with forward Nathan Free. Nathan, thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me on.
Well, my first question, you joined the Winterhawks with quite the chip background. You bring a lot of championship experience into this team. Tell me about kind of bringing that experience here.
Yeah, of course. We won 3 championships with Brooks, so just looking to bring that experience here and maybe helping the team win some more.
Absolutely. Joining the Winterhawks in June from BCHL. And I also wanted to ask you, man, you also played with Nathan Brown before. How is it being able to be back on the ice with him?
Yeah, it's great. Coming to a new team, it's easier knowing a guy when you come.
And you are currently tied for the most goals on the team with 5, 3 of them during power plays, 1 being a game winner. What has been your favorite goal this season so far?
Definitely the one against Everett, the game winner. That was awesome to get early in the season, and it made me excited, and it was good for the boys.
And you have quite the weekend tour. I mean, on Friday, you're on the road. Saturday, the home opener. On Sunday, you're on the road again. How do you keep up that endurance for just a series like that?
Yeah, it's hard, but our strength coach, Rich, he helps us with a lot of stuff for recovery and stuff. So we just try to stay dialed with that and have the most energy we can.
And this is quite a young team coming in here. A lot of the veterans from the Winterhawks departed last year. How has it been on the road with these guys, getting a young team to really bond together?
Yeah, I think the road trip at the start of the year was great. Just the bondage that we had as a team. We really got close on the road on the bus all those days, and I think it'll pay good for us forward.
Winterhawks are number 8 in the Western Conference right now, being 5-5. What are you guys going to do to really get over that hump and really find success on the ice?
Yeah, I think we're starting to hit our stride. We're starting to build some chemistry and figuring out where each other are on the ice, and I think we'll start winning more games.
And Nathan, you're originally from Calgary. How is it living in Portland, working with the Winterhawks, kind of this new place for you?
Yeah, it's definitely different. We were in Calgary about a week ago, I guess. It's a lot colder there, so I like the warmth here and good scenery. I like it here.
How was it playing against, in your hometown?
Yeah, that was fun. It was awesome. I've never played a game in the Saddle Dome, so it was cool to play there and get the win.
That's awesome. And tell me a little bit about how it is playing in a renovated facility like Veterans Memorial Coliseum. This place has been completely overhauled.
Yeah, I never saw it before, but it's a beautiful rink, and I really like it. It's awesome to practice in so far.
And which guys on your squad are you bonding with the most? Who is kind of your go-to buddy when it comes to on-the-road traveling?
Beside me is Jake Gustafson and Blake Clark, and Blake Clark's also my roommate, so definitely those two are always chumming around, doing something.
And when you guys aren't on the rink, when you guys aren't practicing, what is your go-to?
Yeah, I'm usually either doing homework, we have lots of school we have to do, or playing video games with some of the guys, so it's good.
And due to the new rule with hockey players being able to play in the NCAA after their junior league, how are you feeling about joining the Nittany Lions in just a little bit?
Yeah, obviously they have lots of hyped recruits right now, so it's good for them, and it's good for the program, and I hope it's good when I go in there.
What do you hope the environment is like for the home opener this Saturday?
Yeah, I'm expecting a lot. It'll be loud, packed. I'm excited.
Loud, packed, and you better be excited. Nathan, thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Thank you.
And that is a wrap on this special 50th anniversary Portland Winterhawks show here on KOIN Plus. Hawks fans, enjoy this season and have fun celebrating. Cheers to the Winterhawks.